Good morning and welcome to our last Aloha Friday. It's hard to believe when I think back to what we started, where we started back in August, and where we are now. It's just amazing as far as the amount of growth we've gone through and all the experiences this year. Everything from how we redefined what learning looks like, what work looks like, what going for groceries and toilet paper looks like. We went through about 17 weeks of blended learning, and I just am amazed by the amount of growth that we've done as a community, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. And so this will be my last one. This will be my last Aloha Friday. And so what I would like you to do as caregivers and parents and grandparents and, everybody who's involved in this is to let me know how I did. Take some time to kind of think back. And I tried to kind of give a balance as far as, using Parent Square as a way to help you at home and help you as parents and caregivers to be part of the learning that's taking place here. And so, I tried to kind of give a balance as far as providing some tech tips as far as how best to use Canvas and Skyward. I also tried to give some tips as far as like studying at home and that kind of thing, as well as just keeping you up to date as far as what is happening in the classroom. And so those were kind of the three things that I kept in my mind when I would make an outline for what I was going to share. And so if you're like, oh, everything was great, just, click appreciate and go about your day. If there are some constructive feedback that you would like to provide, I would really like to hear that. I would really like just to take a minute or two, pound out some ideas into the comments below and know that I'm the only one who sees those comments in Parent Square. It's kind of like a Facebook kind of feel to it, but, I don't, it's not like we're going to get into a big, group shouting match about different things. And so that comes just to me. And if you have something to share, please, I would appreciate hearing that. Even constructive feedback, that's the job I'm in, is providing constructive feedback to students. And so that's the way they grow. That's the way they learn. And that's the way I'm going to grow, and that's the way I'm going to learn. So if you have some ideas, on the parent side, as far as caregiver side, as far as like how I can improve these, let me know. I, plan on doing a weekly wrap up next year. I like this vlog kind of format. It helps me as far as being reflective and practicing gratitude. And so, I'm really enjoying the practice, and, let me know if you enjoyed it on your end as well. Okay, so as far as kind of a rundown in the forecast for next week in science, on Monday, I do plan on finishing up the biology review and collecting their science textbooks. So here. They should have a science textbook that looks like this. I gave that to them at the beginning of the school year and told them to take it home and leave it at home. Because when I gave them reading assignments, I, of course, gave them a digital version of that. But, some kids like to read the actual book. Technology can sometimes be weird. And so I wanted them to have a physical book as well. But I will need to collect those back the last week of school, and that's what starts next week. So I'll be collecting those on Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully I'll get most of them back in early in the week. And then on Tuesday, we'll take that biology final. The biology final is really just going to be about 40 questions, about 10 questions from each of those essential learnings that we had. And so, DNA structure, reproduction, genetics, and natural selection. And so they actually have access to all of the questions from each of those EL quizzes in Canvas. And that's what I'm pulling the questions for that are on the final. So quite literally, they've been asked, they've already have the questions and the answers for everything that's on the final. They just don't know what 40 questions I'm pulling from. So I don't anticipate, if they spend any amount of time whatsoever preparing and studying, that there would be any problem with that. Understanding that, in middle school, studying and preparing for a final is something that a lot of them don't have a good skill at. So I understand that. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be doing frog dissections because they weren't able to do those last year in 7th grade. They're going to be working in groups of 3 or 4, and I'm going to make sure that they're in groups where, at least one student wants to actively participate in that. If a student does not want to participate, they can just be the recorder on that. So don't anticipate there being a big problem with that, but certainly going to be building some lasting memories. And then on Friday is the last day, and Friday is a dress-up day where we'll do our awards ceremony. I believe they're talking about streaming that. I don't have any information on that part yet, but I expect that kind of information will come from Dr. Harp and the school itself. So just keep an eye out for that if that's something that you're interested in. So I will put a link to my Google album of the pictures from all of this year. As I tab through these pictures and see all the different experiences that we're able to have in science, hopefully we were able to build some good memories. I know it was a year full of interesting experiences for us all, and I was just really happy to be able to share that with you. And I appreciate all the support that we have received on this amazing year. So again, thank you very much, and have a fantastic summer. Enjoy your break. Next year, you got freshman year.